return to manufacturing will be nonprofit manufacturing.
Nonprofit manufacturing. There you go. Could be.
You know,
Well, that's what
well, I
General
mean,
Motors. That's what General Motors is.
Right. You know, you think about it. Okay, if you had that, it's set up as a nonprofit, and it went to a central thing, but you know, just that we have it, and we provide jobs for people. You know, skilled jobs, that we keep that infrastructure, even though we're still going. Have that thing where it's hard for us to compete with countries that have a whole bunch of poor people that will work. Do semi-skilled stuff.
We're not going to compete on labor costs, that's for sure.
Right. So, and whether you can, the only way you can cut down labor is to cut down profit and taxes, And so if it's not for profit, but if you set up a business for keeping people busy, and it'd be cheaper to have the government, and whether it's the government or not, I'm not afraid of doing it, the government having a business that loses money rather than giving them
people
on the dole,
right.
Because that perpetuates itself, and
but wouldn't I would think technically and certainly organizationally and management wise and strategically you could create a business that would just break even and give people jobs, right?
Right.
But what would that do in a sense to the competition of the rest of the industry? I mean,
what if there wasn't? Nobody's making TVs. Nobody's making monitors in this country. It's all out. So I mean, what I'm talking about, certain things like that. And people have always been afraid of that competition. And whether it would be subsidized or not. But if it's set up as a, it's like, the big companies take advantage of loopholes, and
there could be a hybrid form of the 401c and the C-Corp. Right. There certainly could be, But I don't know. I guess very reluctant at this point to trust the government to do much of anything except to try to keep things more or less from falling.
I mean, if that was, it's like, you don't trust the government on corruption levels. You don't trust them with war. And the profit thing is like what the Bush administration would do with, pandering to people's fears and think that, by drilling off in California, you'd bring the cost of gas down, which is bullshit, and say with the deforesting, taking the opening timber up to the timber companies, and oil companies should be nonprofit. It should be for the people. This thing exists just because they
should be. Well, some like Mexico is nationalized. The oil is nationalized.
Right. I believe in oil being national resource. Certain national resources being, and oil the way it, like.